So a couple of days ago, I put out a community post just asking you guys if you wanted to have any questions, because a lot of you guys on live streams keep saying when is the next asking it, and I hadn't done the other one for so long. So I've only looked in that comment section. Now in the future, just comment in the comments in this video right here, and these will be on the next asking it if we want to keep doing these. So let me know if you want me to keep doing these, and if so, put some questions in the questions down below. But I've got my phone here. These are pretty laid back. I just kind of go around the room and doing stuff. You guys seem to like that format. But anyways, we'll start off with the first one, which is from Sir Brickalot. And he says, if you were hired to create a new Lego theme, what would it be and why? Now obviously going away from IP licenses, because if we did that, it'd be something like Legend of Zelda or Sonic the Hedgehog or maybe even Dragon Ball Z, move aside Monkey Kid. But I think that if I was going to do something completely separate and I was allowed to maybe use licenses of people, I would love to do music, because I am a massive fan of music. I love like the 80s music with Prince, Michael Jackson, Madonna, Elton John, all that kind of stuff. And I think it would be really cool to have some minifigures like that where we actually had little stages, maybe bands, where you had each one that were like to do with famous things. So maybe Freddie Mercury on the Live Aid stand, Michael Jackson with like the Billie Jean style, Prince with Purple Rain, and you had them where they could all clip together and create a really nice row. I think that would look absolutely incredible. But that's just me, and I reckon the IP licensing for that kind of stuff would be absolutely crazy, because obviously each of those people is worth a lot copyrighted wise, so we don't know. Also, there's a lot of controversy with musicians that go on, so yeah, I don't know whether Lego would want to touch that with a 20-foot barge pole. But anyways, awesome question. So the next question is from Sarah Starbridge, and she's asked, who are your biggest sources of inspiration when it comes to your content creation? Now, obviously there's a massive Lego community out there, and I obviously watch a lot of Lego videos to get other people's insights and knowledge, but usually I look outside of that when it comes to my Lego creation, because I don't really want to try and copy other people and stuff. So for actual video creation and stuff, you can't go wrong with the likes of Peter McKinnon or Casey Neistat. I love those guys. I wish I could be as creative as those guys with a camera, but they are absolutely fantastic. And probably my biggest favorite YouTuber on the whole platform is a guy called Marquez Brownlee, who does MKBHD, and he is just amazing. Such an inspiration, a guy that literally started out in his bedroom to now being one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, having conversations with the likes of Kobe Bryant, or even, you know, the head of Microsoft, Bill Gates. Just absolutely phenomenal. And you know, that's just such an inspiration to me, that someone that can just go out and do it if they've got the time and they've got the ambition, that they just make a fantastic career out of this. Next question is from Tenzin Gaultier. I hope I haven't butchered your name yet again with everyone on this thing. What do you think of the Lego art mosaics? And what themes would you like to see in the future? Brackets, I would like to see more bands, musicians, album covers, or a Jedi one to go with the current line of obviously the Sith ones. So, I love the Lego art mosaics. I think the biggest issue that they have with them is the price. I think they're way too expensive, because when they do drop, everyone seems to want them. But for £115 in the UK, I think they are pretty staggering, especially because most of the time what the benefits are of them is obviously joining them up, so like you get the huge Darth Vader or the huge Iron Man, or the one that we have, which is the Marilyn Monroe one by Andy Warhol. That you really need to get 4 of, because it's a pop style, so you need to have it where it's the carbon copy in different colours. It doesn't work out with just one. It just really doesn't look right. Ones I'd love to see in the future are probably more artist style ones, just because that's the kind of stuff that I like. So maybe something like Scream or Mona Lisa would be absolutely awesome, or maybe even like a Banksy would be really cool as well. More pop art stuff I think in the future. But I completely agree, I think a Jedi one would be absolutely fantastic, and maybe even some more superheroes like a Spider-Man one to go with the Iron Man one would be really, really cool as well. Okay, so I'm coming over here for this one because it's another city-based question. In fact, I'm going to answer a couple of city-based questions over here, and it's by Ninjordan's Block Shop, and he's asked, if you had all the space needed, would you still use the new road system, or are you liking the new roads due to function over aesthetics? Now, I've said this a couple of times, I said it on my review, I don't think these are better or worse than the old system, and I think that's the issue with it, because a lot of people want something better if they're going to have to change up their entire city to accommodate the new road system. So I don't really think they're better, and that's the problem, I think. Also, you have to do a lot of modifying to make them actually work with stuff like modular buildings. So the question is, would I use them if I had more space? Probably yes, because I don't have many of the old road plates anyway, so I'm not really losing out on having to buy all them again, and the fact that they are now retired makes it even harder to get hold of those road plates unless you go on Bricklink and stuff and buy them second hand. So these are sadly here to stay, so I think you're just going to have to kind of use them as new city builders. But there are more and more I've been using them, the more and more I've found that you can clip add on to them. And Shy Time did a really good video on this where you can actually add more and then add pavements again as well, which actually I have new plans for the city which I'm going to go over in the next city update, where actually I might even expand these a little bit to make me have a little bit more road space as well. But Yeah, probably. I mean, if I had all the old road plates, I said this in the review, I would keep the old road system and I wouldn't upgrade for this. I just don't think it's worth it. So I'm going to stay here for the next question, and it's by someone called Sith Collects, and they've asked, any tips on making a Lego city? Well, so really just have fun with it. I mean, Lego cities can be very, very expensive, but you can do a Lego city on 2 base plates or 200 base plates, you know. It really doesn't matter. Just have fun with it. That's the whole beauty of Lego. You can mix and match things. I mean, I had a load of comments the other day about saying that, oh, these don't work with the modulars. I know that. I actually say that in the video, but people sometimes don't watch the video. I don't know why they comment on it then. But to me, it's just about having fun and learning out stuff, you know, trial and error. It's like the new road plates. I didn't want to be pessimistic and hating on it. I don't want to kind of look at it, learn about it. And I just think that makes you a better Lego builder if you actually take ahead, look at things. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Lego's been going around for like, you know, 70, 80 years. You can always get something old. You know, I want to get the monorail system at some point. But I think just Lego, just have fun with it. If you want to get a couple of modular buildings to start with, that's great. If they're too expensive for you, then how about get some of the smaller city sets or the 3-in-1 creator sets? Because yes, they are a lot smaller and they don't look anywhere near as impactful. They're Lego, so you can always break them down, remock them, learn how to mock by maybe buying a couple of sets if they're in the sale and stuff, and get better and better at that. And then by the time you can then start affording the modulars, or once to get modulars, you'll already have an awesome city for the modulars to go into. Okay, back over at the desk for this one, and this is by Ben Bricks, and he's asked, what is your collection worth? Keep up the great work. My collection's probably worth around maybe £20,000, maybe a little bit more. Which is pretty crazy for, yeah. I mean, there are obviously Lego YouTubers out there that have a collection that's way more than that. And obviously with Lego, it actually goes up in price if you consider then the resale value of your set. So it's a little bit of a collection like that, but I collect them just because I don't think I'm ever going to sell any of this stuff. I absolutely love it. But yeah, pretty crazy to think about it when you think about collections like that. However, that's just the way in which it goes if you're into something a little bit too much. So I'm going to stay over here for this next one. It is by Lego Lensman, and they've asked, what are your 2021 goals for the channel? Now, I actually need to sit down and plan what my 2021 goals are for the channel, but last year it's been absolutely crazy how well the channel has done, and it's just absolutely insane. I cannot thank you guys enough for all subscribing, watching these videos. It's absolutely crazy. 2021 goals would be maybe to get more involved in Instagram. I'd love to do that a little bit more, maybe some more behind the scenes. I'd love to actually look at building a community tab for this section a little bit more, maybe having a memberships thing where we do a private Discord, maybe some private live streams and stuff like that. If you guys would be interested, I feel like I want to do that with my main goal of this year, which is getting to 10k subscribers. So I think when I hit 10k, that's when I might start looking at the membership stuff and that kind of stuff. I'd love to have a merchandise store as well. I think that'd be absolutely awesome to get t-shirts with the logo on, or with maybe Bruce's logo on or something like that. Would be absolutely wicked. But other than that, just keep going really. I mean, this year I think I want to more concentrate on the likes of Star Wars and the D2C sets, and more hone in on the stuff that I love collecting, like Star Wars. And if I'm going to be getting other stuff, other themes and things like that, maybe Harry Potter and stuff, it's going to be primarily for the city, putting it in the city. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do, because I love displaying my Star Wars collection here. Downstairs is more like the films and stuff, so if there's any film stuff that comes out like Jurassic Park or the Ecto one from Ghostbusters or Batman, then that's going to go down there, and then the city. So they're my 3 kind of main things. I also have some weird goals, which is I want to get every single CMF minifigure this year potentially, and I want to catch up on all the Brickheads and hopefully get all of those. Now, I'd love to get all the modulars as well at some point, but I do not think that's going to be a 2021 because some of them are insanely expensive. So I'm going to stay down here now in Star Wars corner for the Star Wars question. So this is by Ard USA, and they've asked, do you think we will get a UCS Endor bunker set? Is it a possibility for the $350 price tag UCS set? I've heard rumours that it's possible. Now, I thought that earlier this week. I was like, I would love that Endor bunker set. I absolutely loved Mos Eisley. Return of the Jedi is my favourite film, so having that Endor bunker would be absolutely incredible. However, there's now rumours of the $200 one actually being a buildable statue of some sort. So that means that that $350 will probably be the gunship, which I think is pretty expensive for the gunship. I'm hoping that it's maybe a Master Builder series gunship instead, so it's more like play scale and you get loads of minifigures instead of it being like an out of proportion minifig, not minifig scale. I would prefer, I think, more of a minifig scale one. But we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. But I would love the fact that that Endo one would come out this year. It's a slim possibility, but I'm really not sure. But yeah, I would absolutely love that to be a set this year. That'd be a day one purchase for me if they got that Endo bunker. So awesome. So we'll go over to some more of the last few here, just for rumours and things that are going out. So we got one by Mike Mariani, I think that's how you say your name. It says, "Hi Chris, what's your view on the Ideas Medieval Blacksmith set?" Now, at first when I heard about the Blacksmith set, even the Ideas set, I wasn't too bothered because it was absolutely massive. I thought that's going to be crazy and I don't know where to put it. Similar to Barracuda Bay, which is it's a fantastic set, but when you're trying to display that thing, I really have no idea where to put it in my collection because it's not film based, it's not Star Wars based, and it really does struggle to fit in the city. However, the more I've seen it, the more I'm kind of thinking of actually buying it, reviewing it as the Blacksmith because it's awesome, but then actually remocking it into more of an old English style pub for the city is my views on the set. So that got me a little bit excited. If the pricing's okay with it, I think that's what I'll do for me. But in terms of it being a Blacksmith, I think that's really, really cool. However, I prefer it where it's more like one-off IPs like Adventure Time and Flintstones, although obviously the Adventure Time one was absolutely terrible, but where you're not going to be getting a full wave, so you can get one set and have some really, really cool minifigures. The Sesame Street one being a perfect example of that. The next is by Jacko448, and he says, "What do you think of the new Ninjago City Gardens?" I cannot wait. Obviously, you guys know I was super excited last year. That's why I've been building Ninjago City, and I got docks as well. And there may even be rumours that they're going to re-release those this year, which could be pretty crazy. But hopefully they aren't too cheap because I spent absolutely fortune on getting those on the aftermarket. But yeah, I'm super excited for it. It looks absolutely incredible. Cannot wait to get that. It's going to really make up my Ninjago City area. It looks so awesome. And I just think it's, yeah, it just looks like it's going to be definitely set of the year 2021, right at the beginning of 2021 as well. So yeah, super pumped for that one. And then the last one here is by Elliot Dyson, and they've asked, "Do you know when the new Winnie the Pooh Ideas set will be released?" Now, I'm not a leaker at all. I have no idea about this kind of stuff, but I have heard rumours that it's going to be April. I cannot wait, especially after we saw Sesame Street last year where they had moulded heads. So I'm really hoping that obviously the Winnie the Pooh stuff is all moulded as well. I think they can't not do that now, especially with it being Disney as well. But I'm, yeah, really excited about that one. I'm definitely going to be picking that up. I think it's going to be a really, really cool set. And again, they are the idea sets that I prefer, where it's more of a one-off thing that that's the only way you're going to get Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, super, super awesome. Okay, so that's it for this week's Asking It. Really, really love that you guys like this. Let me know how often I should do these. I'm thinking maybe once a month. I don't want to do them too much, so I'm not this massive YouTuber that has all the answers to everything, but it's really, really cool that you guys just kind of have an interest in what my thoughts are and kind of my collection as well, which is just absolutely awesome. Like I said, couldn't ask more of what I've got out of this channel this year. It's been absolutely crazy. But anyways, if you do have a question you want to ask me for the next one, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing these every week, so maybe ask a question that's more not like here and now, because obviously they'll probably be answered in the next couple of weeks with the crazy LEGO community anyways. But as always, if you liked the video, please give it a like, and if you absolutely loved it, then how about subscribe, and have an absolute awesome day. Also guys, if you have any more ideas of things you want to see me do on this channel going forward, maybe a new series, then let me know. That'd be really, really interesting to see. Like I said, couldn't ask more of what I've got out of this channel this year. It's been absolutely crazy.